Hi students, this is Tanvi from Oliveboard and I welcome you all for today's session on PYQ topic series where we are going to discuss a very important question from your previous year question of your reasoning section that actually came in your exam. So today we start your session, but before that we pledge for your success, and these are the series offerings, and here comes your question. Now this is a question of new pattern coding decoding. Now as you all know that they are going to give you a question of new pattern coding decoding in your exam, where it is not a traditional question where there is a fixed case or jumbled case. Here you will have to decode the logic also. Like he is giving you example that in a certain code language, now the first statement is recognizing great crushing is written as, so these are the three combinations. Okay, next statement is efforts crisis economic, it is written as, these are the three combinations. Next statement is expressed recent briefing, it is written as y at the rate 9, second combination, and third combination. So these are the three combinations that you have. Okay, so what are we going to understand here is that which word is connected to which combination, first thing. And second thing is, when you understand that this is the solution for this word, you need to check out that what is the logic behind that solution. So these are the two things that you have to check here. Okay, so here if you are easily able to solve alphabet or symbol or number, so any element that you are able to solve first, you should focus on that only. So as we all can see here, if you focus on the alphabets, so here if you focus on the alphabets, these are in the first statement I am checking first, these are X, T and I. So if I refer to the statement where the three words are recognizing, great and crushing, so here what we understand that the first alphabet, now it is R, here the first alphabet is G and here the first alphabet is C. Okay, so C makes an equidistant pair with X, G makes an equidistant pair with T, and R makes an equidistant pair with I. So I, T and X are there in your decoded form. Okay, so with this we understand that the rule behind alphabet is, what is the rule behind alphabet? It is you have to write an equidistant pair. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you that how we are solving the alphabet, we are writing the equidistant pair. Okay, so now it became easy for us. How? Because now at least I can connect the solution with the word. Even if I'm not knowing the logic behind the number and the code, but still I can at least connect the solution with the word. Like X is connected with C. So I know that X at the rate 10 is the solution for the word crushing. Okay, so great is connected to T and recognizing is connected to I. So with this connection, I will be more easily, I'll be able to understand the other logics, like the logic for the number and symbols more easily. Okay, so here how can 10 come, how can 27 come, how can 25 come? Now just by looking at this 27, I at least understand that these are not the positions. You have 38 also. Because whenever the given numbers are between the range of 1 to 26, so most of the times that represents the position of any alphabet. But here just because we have numbers 38 and 27 in our decoded form, so that means these numbers are not suggesting the position of any alphabet. So what are these suggesting? They are not even perfect squares. Okay, if you check out these numbers, they are not perfect squares. So what could be the logic behind? Okay, so let's see what is happening. Actually, the position for R is 18, first alphabet is 18 and G is 7. And if I add 18 plus 7, it becomes 25. So actually the number represents the sum of the position of first and last alphabet. Okay, sum of first and last alphabet's position. Right, so this is the logic behind the number. So let's check this. Now in the word great, now G is 7 and T is 20. So adding these two, 7 plus 20 becomes 27. C is 3 and G is 7. So adding these two, like 3 plus 7 will become what? 10. Okay, so now we need not check in just first statement. We can also check all this in second and third statements. Okay, let's check any random word here. So here we have this word crisis. The pair will be with X. Now here you have X and the number here is 22. So let's check what is the position for S. It is 19. And what is the position for X? It is 3. So if you do 3 plus 19, the sum will be 22. Okay. So now we are clear. Okay. You can check one more word also. Let's check the word briefing. So pair with B will be Y. So this is the answer for the word briefing. Okay, so B is 2 and G is 7. So 7 plus 2 becomes 9. So here you have this 9. So till now we have decoded the logic behind the alphabet, which is that you have to write the equidistant pair of the first alphabet of the word, and the logic behind the number, which is the sum of the positions of the first and last alphabet in your word. Okay, and now we are just left with the symbol. Okay, and just because we could easily decode the reason behind the alphabet, that we could connect the answer with the given word, and hence we could understand more easily that how this number we are getting. Okay, so now we are just left with symbols. Okay, so this is the most tricky thing here that you have to focus on. Now if you focus on the symbols, now you all must be thinking that here what could be the rule behind this symbol. Now if you focus, there are just two symbols in your whole question. Either it is at the rate or it is percent. So you can check it is either at the rate or percent in your complete question. So it's the presence of just two symbols. So if there are just two symbols, that means the symbol tells some rule which is a case of 50-50. Like if either this will happen, then this will be your symbol, or if that will happen, then that will be your symbol. So this is what could be the case here. Okay, so now let's check what are all the numbers, all the words which have the same symbol, that is at the rate. So I'm just marking. Now this is at the rate, this is at the rate, this is at the rate. Here you have at the rate and here you have at the rate. So now this X is the pair with C. Now this word is with the symbol at the rate. Now V makes the pair with E, but here we have two words which are starting with E, so let's leave that. Okay, already we have so many words. Okay, so here X is making the pair with C, so the word is here crisis. Okay, now Y is making pair with B, so the word will be briefing. I is making pair with R, so the word will be recent. So all the words that I have circled, they all have the same symbol, that is at the rate. So what could be the same reason behind all these words? Now if I check their initial letter, that is not same. If I check their ending letter, that is also not same. So if I check the number of letters, so let's check the number of letters in the word crushing. So it is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here you have 8 alphabets. In the word crisis, how many alphabets are there? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 alphabets. In the word recent, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again 6 alphabets. And in the word briefing, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here you have 8 alphabets. So it's not that all the words have the same number of alphabets, but what is the similarity in all the number of all these numbers is that all of these are even number. So that means now we understand that at the rate symbol represents the even number of alphabets in a word. Even number of alphabets in word. Like number of alphabets in the word is an even number. And then we are going to give that word symbol at the rate. Okay. Now that means percent is for odd number. But we are also going to check that. Now percent is for odd number of alphabets in the word. Okay. So let's check. So here we have percent for T. Now I am just marking all who all have the symbol percent in their answer. So T is making pair with G. So great. Okay. I is making pair with R. So recognizing. So next is V making pair with E. So there are two words. So let's leave this. Another V we have in the third statement. So this is for the word expressed. Now what is the similarity between all these words? Let's check that. Although we already have a hint that it represents the odd number of letters. So let's count that. So in the word recognizing, how many letters are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is odd number. Next we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again that is the odd number. And in the word expressed we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again that's an odd number. So now we are clear about symbol, that you are going to count the number of letters in the word. If that happens to be odd number, you are going to give the symbol of percentage. And if that happens to be even number, then you are going to give the symbol of @. And this is how we decoded the whole question. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. And now we are going to solve upcoming 5 questions based on this information. Similar thing happens in your exam. Like if this kind of question is going to come, it will be around 4 to 5 questions that will be asked, and they will be based on the information that is given. Okay, so now let's try the first question. Now he is asking that what does the code D%42 stand for? Okay, now percent we know. Here we already know that percent is for odd number of alphabets. Okay, so here it should be having odd number of alphabets, and D is making pair with what? D is making pair with W, which is 23. Now in all these options we already have 23, and this 42 represents sum of first and last. Okay, now first alphabet we know it is 23. It should be 23. Okay, so 23 added with whom will become 42. Okay, so if I add 23 with 19, so 23, because sum of these two will be 42, that we know. 23 we already know. So we are going to take the difference of both, and that will be 19. So 23, if it is for W, then 19 represents S. So that means your first and third option is wrong. Okay, so now we know the word should start with the alphabet W and should end with the alphabet S. Okay, that we already know. So now we are just left with the symbol. Okay, so now we have to just check about symbol. So here let's count the number of letters, because we know it should have, the word should have odd number of letters. So here in the second option you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now these are odd number. In fourth one you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this is your even number. But we need odd number, because we have already solved that it should be. Now if we have percent, so percent represents odd number of letters. Okay, so here the answer will be option number 2. So this is how you are going to solve this. Answer here will be option number 2. Right. Okay, so the next question is that what is the code for assistance and international? Okay, so A will make pair with Z and I will make pair with R. So that is already there in your option. Okay, now what will be the number for the word assistance? A position is 1 and E position is 5. So if I do 1 plus 5, it will be 6. So Z should be accompanied with 6. But in first and second option, it is Z and 8. And first and second option, due to this reason, will be wrong. Okay. And in the second word, it is international, where position of I is 9 and L is 12. So if I add 9 plus 12, it will be 21. So it is there in both the options. Okay. So what we are left with? Just counting the number of alphabets. Okay, we know the answer will be 1 out of third and fourth. So let's check the number of alphabets in the word assistance. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are 10. That is even number. Okay. Next word international 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 which is odd number. Okay. So we already know for even number it is at the rate. Okay, for even number it is at the rate, and for odd number it is percent. Okay, so for the word assistance, like the combination which is with Z. So with Z it should be at the rate, which is there in fourth option. And with R it should be percent. So your correct answer here will be option number 4. Okay, next question, you have to solve this community. Okay. So C will make pair with X. C's position is 3 and Y's last alphabet's position is 25. And if I add these two, it will be how much? 28. And hence your third and fourth option is wrong. Okay. So now if you count number of alphabets in this word community, so it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 we have just solved that 9 is an odd number and odd number means percentage. Okay, so this is your complete answer which is there in second option. Okay, so answer will be option number 2. Right. Okay, so now the next question. So he is giving you the code. You have to tell the correct word. Okay, so the code here is G percent 27. So G is how much? 7. Okay. Now, what is 27? It is the sum of first and last alphabet. Okay, no, not 7. Now, G, if it is G here, which is an equidistant pair of T. So, the word should start with the alphabet T. And T's position is 20. And I have to add the position of last alphabet, and sum of both of them will be how much? 27, because here it is 27. So, in the last, it should be 7. Because I can see the difference between these two, which is 7, and 7th alphabet is G. So that means first, second and third is wrong, because in the fourth option you have the alphabet G. Now in the middle you have percent. Okay, in the middle you have this percent, right? So percent, let's count the number of alphabets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is an odd number, and odd number, the symbol was percentage. Okay, right. So now here comes the next question. Now why we are solving all the questions complete? Just because of this option number 5, which is none of these. Okay, that's the reason that we have to make a complete solution, right? Because even a single difference can cause the option of none of these to be your answer. Okay, so here you have the first alphabet is T, which will make pair with G. Here you have S, which will make pair with H. So your answer should have the combination of G and H. So here third will be wrong, because here you have K and H. And fourth one is also wrong, because you have M and G. So G although is correct, but M cannot be your answer. So the answer will be out of first and second option. Right. So G will be accompanied by which number? Now position of T is how much? 20. And position of H is how much? 28. So with G it should be 28. So which is there in first option? So second option will be wrong, because here you have 25. Okay. So now it's just the number of alphabets that you have to count. Okay. So in the word through. So how many alphabets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is odd. And in the word situation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again odd. So both have odd number of alphabets. And as we already know, if the word have odd number of alphabets, so it will be, the symbol will be percentage. And hence your correct answer here is option number 1. And with this, we are done with the question for today. So the question was from the chapter of coding decoding, and this is particularly new pattern coding decoding that is coming in your exam these days. So I hope you all have understood the method to solve such questions. The whole technique you must have understood. Okay, so we are going to come with such sessions, a lot of such sessions. Okay, a lot of previous year questions will be discussed in our YouTube channel. But if this is your first day and you have not subscribed to our new regulatory YouTube channel, I would request you to subscribe to to our new regulatory YouTube channel. Also, we have regulatory app. Okay, you can also download our new regulatory app if you're preparing for RBI, SEBI and Nabard exams. Okay, so this was end of session. Thank you so much, students. Going to meet in the next session. Bye bye.